Okay, we need to talk about the Laken Riley Act. They told you that this act was put into place to keep you safe, but in fact, the opposite is true. I'm Eliza Orleans, career public defender for 15 years in Manhattan, and I want to break down what the Laken Riley Act, this bill that is now a law, actually does. First, let's be clear. Laken Riley's murder was a tragedy. She was a 22-year-old nursing student, and her death is absolutely heartbreaking. However, politicians have decided to use her death and politicize it to push an agenda that actually won't make anyone safer. This law enables the federal government to detain people who are merely accused of certain crimes. One of those crimes, for example, is theft, meaning if you are even accused of stealing something, whether you're in a fight with a domestic partner or a family member and they accuse you of taking something that belonged to them, whether you're mistakenly accused of shoplifting, something extremely minor, before you are even convicted, you basically have lost the presumption of innocence. This basically means locking people up before they've had their day in court, with like a complete lack of due process. If this sounds unconstitutional, it's because it is. Due process, gone. The right to an individualized assessment, gone. Presumption of innocence, gone. And let's be clear, this law isn't about safety. It's about fear. It's about using a single tragic incident to justify sweeping policies that impact entire communities. It's about setting up a system where detention is automatic, no matter the facts, no matter the circumstances. And now Trump wants to use this to send people to Guantanamo Bay. Think about that. A place notorious for indefinite detention, torture, and legal black holes now being repurposed for immigrants. They are using a tragedy to justify mass incarceration, indefinite detention, and the erosion of fundamental rights. This isn't justice, this is cruelty disguised as policy. We've seen this before, we know where it leads, and we must fight it. Make sure you're following me here and on all platforms for legal breakdowns and other important issues. Feel free to leave questions in the comments if you have them. Thank you for being here.